My name is Deirdre Sinnott and I'm a Senior Policy Inspector with the Health and Safety Authority. I'm responsible for the Work-Related Vehicle Safety Programme, and part of that programme is the Workplace Transport Safety Programme. Employers have a legal duty to manage vehicle risks at work. I will explain what the main vehicle risks are and give you top tips on how to manage them. Workplace transport safety is the management of the hazards and risks associated with any vehicle or piece of mobile equipment that is used by an employer, employee, self-employed person or a visitor in a fixed or temporary workplace. Vehicle incidents at work involve a huge range of vehicles, including forklifts, cars, trucks and vans. The main causes of vehicle-related accidents at work are people being struck by vehicles, particularly during reversing and slow speed manoeuvres, people falling from vehicles, vehicle impact and overturning, and this is particularly associated with forklift use in Irish workplaces, loads falling from vehicles. Many injuries are caused as a result of manual handling and slip, trips and falls also. Almost half of all reported workplace deaths involve a vehicle. Between 2003 and 2011, 226 people died as a result of vehicle-related incidents in Irish workplaces. There are at least 1,000 injuries reported to the authority every year from the transport and storage sector alone. Managing vehicle-related risk in the workplace involves three elements which must be considered jointly. In terms of safe workplace, employers need to manage interactions between vehicles, people and structures. Employers need to manage not just their own vehicles in the workplace, but also visiting vehicles. Particular attention needs to be paid to pedestrian movements. Vehicles used in the workplace must be fit for purpose. Employers must have a preventative maintenance regime which involves regular maintenance and servicing, daily and weekly vehicle pre-checks. And for vehicles that do get used on the road, vehicles must be roadworthy. Employers must ensure that all drivers are authorised to drive the vehicles that they use, that drivers are informed of the risks associated with the vehicle and its use, and trained appropriately to use that vehicle. Risk perception. Employers need to know and understand what risks exist in what parts of the workplace. Do you know what vehicle risks and vehicle associated risks exist in your storage and warehousing areas, in your loading and unloading areas, in the areas designated for deliveries and collections? Employers need to closely manage and monitor reversing and slow speed manoeuvres in the workplace. Ideally, avoid reversing where possible. Employ safe reversing procedures suitable for your workplace. If needed, drivers of large vans and trucks may need to get help to reverse from a banksman. All drivers must use vehicle mirrors when carrying out reversing and slow speed manoeuvres. An example of safe reversing technique is for drivers to start in the correct position. So employers need to have clear rules around where reversing should take place. Employers must closely manage visiting vehicles and people, particularly those that come to your premises on a frequent or infrequent basis, such as waste collection, postmen, couriers, regular deliveries and collections from your premises. Visiting vehicles and people are not aware of the risks that are there and may put themselves and others at risk because of that lack of awareness. So now I will give you some top tips on how to manage workplace transport safely. Control entry at all times to your workplace. This may be by means of a barrier or a gate, or for some premises it may in fact mean closing doors and not allowing people to freely enter your premises. Segregate people from vehicles. Use physical barriers where possible. Eliminate the need to reverse on your premises by using one-way systems. If you cannot eliminate reversing, then reversing needs to be very closely managed and only carried out in designated areas. Make sure that all routes are clear both inside and outside. A high level of housekeeping will make sure that routes are kept clear at all times. Obstructions such as boxes, bins, pallets of goods left in inappropriate places often are the causes of work-related vehicle incidents. Make sure that those who work with vehicles or near vehicles can be clearly seen at all times. This can be achieved by wearing appropriate high visibility clothing. And remember, in early morning or late evening, a greater level of visibility is needed around vehicles. Make sure that visitors wear their personal protective equipment also, and that they can be seen at all times. Accompany all visitors and all visiting vehicles in your workplace. Employers have a legal responsibility to carry out a risk assessment on vehicle risks, to identify and assess all the risks that exist in their workplace. Employers then must put control measures in place to effectively control all vehicle risks in the workplace.